graveyard election loss, noting that different politicians, different parties, different policies, and different rhetoric deployed in different countries have all met similar fortunes suggest that a large part of Tuesday's American result was locked in regardless of the messenger or the message. The wide variety of places and people who swung towards Trump also suggest an outcome that was more inevitable than contingent. The fact is, we are where we are. To your point, it's because this is where people want us to be.
Correct. They may not fully understand all the implications, but this is what they want.
But ultimately, this is what they want.
His, you know, what he was saying appealed to them in some fashion, even if, whether or not they took it literally. And he, you know, Ruth is right. He did a good job in persuading those people he is the solution to problems that, you know, the right-wing media and he have exaggerated.
So what happens then when, on the afternoon of January 21st, the edict goes out from Palace Trump, which will be the new name for the White House, that ICE is now authorized to start rounding up heads of households, because the idea that's newly reported is we go after the heads of households because this whole immigration thing is a little sticky politically. So we'll go after the heads of households and everybody else will self-deport, right? So there are strategies that'll start to take formation. What happens when those strategies are implemented and people start going away, when the markets starts responding? Because guess what? That entire group of workers who were going to be there to go out and service this community for whatever work they were doing is no longer there. How do people respond?
And the whole effort will be chaotic.
Right.
And
so what happens then? How do the people who want this respond to what happens when they get it?
Well, you know, I mean, immigration is a tricky thing. I mean, people who shouldn't be in the country shouldn't be in the country.
Right.
And I get that. But the way that they're planning how to do this there may be legal issues involved in how and whether or not the people be given due process. But there may also, you know, there may be excessive use. There could be all sorts of issues, legal issues that are raised, and then we have to ask ourselves the question of, is this the best way to stop the crisis of illegal immigration? Is this just for, you know, these people are not, removing these people should be part of enforcing the law for the sake of enforcing the law and not to make a spectacle for political gain. Right. And it's, you know, I think this whole effort will be kind of like the wall was, right? The wall, he loved talking about the wall, but when he actually had a Republican Congress, he asked for teensy-weensy bits of money for a few million here and there, which you couldn't build a wall around this building.
Right.
And then, you know, he went and did that for 2 years. He gets a budget that his own budget negotiators supported, and the Republicans, everybody went home, and he said, "Oh, I'm going to veto it," because somebody on Fox News, one of these, you know, these propagandists on Fox News, started pushing, "Why is there so little money for the wall?" And he shuts down the government for 2 or 3 months. This is the kind of chaos. He can't get this right? And there are going to be not enough resources to do all the crazy things he wants to do. And we're just going to see a mess. And I think one of the things we can do, I'm sorry, there's a long answer, is point out the mess, point out the incompetence. And I think we still need to talk about how he's crazy. Right. Okay? Right. Because that has not changed. That did not change at 2 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday.
I don't know. I agree with almost everything George said, except, I don't know.
How did we get here?
I actually